Venues like Canalside are usually packed during the summer, but due to the pandemic, live events haven't been able to happen. People in the industry are waiting to see what this summer will look like.
In the last year, the events industry has come to a screeching halt.
Noah Majewski supplies entertainment for big events around Western New York. He says that owning a business like his during the pandemic has been terrifying.
It was a scary time, to be honest with you. It's just now starting to have the effect of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
He says that all major events he would normally book, like weddings, school dances, and proms or corporate events, were all canceled in the past year. But lately, his phone is starting to ring again.
So we obviously had a lot of clients who had their big days planned that need to now reschedule them for this year. So we're accommodating all of our clients with new dates. So rescheduling was a big part of what I've been doing over the last year.
But it has been difficult in that really our industry was just practically decimated in a matter of moments.
Themby Duncan is the Director of Arts and Entertainment and Education at Shays Performing Arts Center. She says when the pandemic hit last March, there was a drastic loss in programs and revenue.
We have to, in order to be feasible for tours, we have to be upwards of 90% full. And so you can imagine the complications that causes, because it's been over a year at this point where we could have that many people.
She says a number of actors who have spent their career in Broadway musicals are now turning to other skills to get by. But for newcomers to the performing arts, it has been very difficult.
But then you have other folks who are at the very start of their career who are like, wait a second, I was just on to something. And so it's been kind of hard for those folks. They have been finding, ways to get by.
A couple of my friends out in the New York City area who are artists full-time, they're actors full-time, have had to pick up on old skills like digital media arts.
Maria Tott is the program director at Ujima Theater Company. She says that they've been trying to give their artists as much work as possible to help them get by.
We have been doing some very small production work over the last year. It's always 1 to 2 person shows, a lot of safety protocols involved with both cast and crew and making sure people get tested before we go into filming.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is allowing arts and entertainment venues to open at 33% capacity as of April, but all attendees must wear a mask and be socially distanced. Those limits will be increased if the venues are able to test all attendees.
So we're going to start integrating in-person classes again at small numbers to maintain safety for the kids and the students. And the teachers as well.
Things are loosening up now. Restrictions are loosening up. So hopefully soon we'll be back out in the streets. But it's been very depressing for me not being able to do the job that I usually do.
I'd like to tell you about a remarkable radio station.
Dave Jixter is a radio host and marketing director at 97 Rock. He is hoping that the COVID vaccines are giving some light at the end of the tunnel and that struggling artists will be able to get back to work soon.
A bunch of venues in the greater Buffalo area that I deal with directly that have a lineup of bands ready to set up and play.
We'll be linking all the information about live entertainment on our website at broadcastingbuffalo.com. At Canalside, this is Danielle Stiegler.